big picture, they are in such a bad spot. It's amazing how they've just put themselves in such a deep hole. I mean, they're 5-12-1. They have 11 points. It's November 23rd. And like, I don't know where you start. It's not impossible, and they have enough talent. And a month ago, everyone on earth thought they were a locked playoff team, and we're going to compete for a Stanley Cup. But the goaltending is so bad, Bruce. I mean, if you can't get a stop, what the hell are you going to do? I'm not sure how you can get out of this.
Well, that's the most depressing thing. Taking nothing away from Stewart or Calvin or Campbell. But you come out every game you want to play, and if you look at the Edmonton Oilers' first period, they get a lot of shots on goal, and they usually outplay the other team. But every time they get scored on, you could see the shoulders slump. You've all been there. Here we go again. And all of a sudden that puts a real negative connotation on the game, and that's the tough thing. It's the goalie that usually gets you out of it, and it's and once that gets going, then everything else can work. Because I look at, I watch their games, and I watch the faces of Connor McDavid and Draisaitl and all the big players, and they look like they've gone through it, and they're so tired, and it's so hard for them. There's no smiling on the ice. There's no happy feeling, and no matter what happens, you got to play in a happy mode, or you're never going to win. And I don't know how he does it or how he's going to do it, but that's what has to happen.
Bruce, when we're talking about with the Oilers, let's say there's 10 things that need to be fixed. Say you get parachuted in there today. Where do you even start? Where would you? Is there one thing you'd focus on particularly, or just kind of allow them to try and get some fun back in their game? Or is there one thing you'd circle and go, if you can get that going, then it all kind of falls into place?
Well, I think the first thing I would do is try to make them believe again. I think right now, they don't believe that they can do it because everybody tells them they can't. And so it would be up to me as a coach to make sure that they can believe that they can do it. And once you believe you can do it, you can usually accomplish a lot of things. I know when I took over Washington the first time, our record was 6-14-1, and we ended up winning the division. So, and it starts small, but once the snowball gets going, and when Jay took over the Edmonton, they weren't doing very good either again, but they started winning, and then the next thing you know, they win 17 out of 20 or some ungodly number, and then it gets done. But it always starts small. You can't go say, we got to win 17 out of 20. Let's win one game. Let's just forget about what's happened. Let's just go out there, have some fun. You can work hard and practice and still have a smile on your face. It doesn't have to be yelling and screaming and doing all of this. You could work hard and then come away and say, man, I felt good today, and then go out and pursue that in the next game.